Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome to the Bob Randall and Company Show. Now, let you guys know, Bob is on special assignment this week. Yeah,
Yeah.
something about thing. It's called. He goes McMasters, Bob McMasters. You know that guy that said, I won't tell you what he's doing. So it is on some special assignment this week that Bob's on. But we have a special guest tonight, Santa Scott. Santa Scott, say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Oh,
It's
good to see
great
you.
to be on here with you, Randall. It's an honor.
It's great. And Monday, can you believe it? Monday, July 25th. 5 months. That's it. That's it. 5 months, Scott, till Christmas Day. That's 153 days.
Wow. Yes.
Christmas Day.
Pretty close.
3,672 hours. Nobody's counting, though, are we? We're not counting, are we?
No, let's not do that.
Let's
It's
not
a little
count that much.
confusing for old guys.
Hey, Ron, how are you? Good to see you. But and for a lot of us, people that are doing full season work, 103 days. Pretty soon it'll be less than 100 days to start the season. So, I mean, it's crazy how this year is going. It is just amazing how this is going. So, but we've got so many great gifts going on. Of course, Scott, let people know. I know you were on this show last year on Tuesday nights when you got things started with Bob and Barry and everybody. Tell everybody a little bit about how long you've been doing Santa and everything. Get a little great information about you. I love the beer.
Okay. Well,
Good.
I'm from Oklahoma, and I've been Santa. This will be coming up my 5th season. Been to about 7 Santa schools across the country, and I love being Santa. And the big thing is it's not the suit, it's not the beard, it's the heart.
Yeah.
And that's what Santa's about.
Exactly. There's some amazing suits, there's some amazing beards, there's some amazing everything else, but unless you have that heart, no chance. Now, you made a comment. You're from down south. How's the weather?
Well, it's a blistering 106 today, so I want to encourage everybody. It's time for a sip of water. Let's stay hydrated.
Yeah, seriously, that is. Hi, Jackie. How you doing? Good to see you, Rex, Scott. Everybody, good to see everybody on. Really, Scott. That's a great thing. I mean, especially even during the holidays. We all work long days as Santa during the holidays, and of course, if you're doing Christmas in July, I mean, 104. I'm in Michigan, and we're pretty lucky. We get to 90 or 95, but that's about it up here. But regardless, it's a long day. You need to stay hydrated. You really do.
Well, for you guys, that's pretty warm, really.
Yeah, it is. It is. We're not used to that kind of weather up here. That's right. You're not, but you're a kid. But I mean, you guys aren't used to 104 though. That's not your average, is it?
We've had the past few weeks have been in the triple digits between 100 and 106, 108. So it's
have you had to
warm.
do any
Our
Christmas
grass
in
is
July?
all dying. Our grass is dying. Everything's brown.
Have you had to do any Christmas in July for in that kind of heat?
I didn't. But I have a couple photographers that have contacted me this week talking about maybe doing some photo shoots for Christmas in July. And I said, it's great, as long as it's inside.
Yeah, like that's. I don't. Yeah, those some that got do some beach things and stuff, some poolside Santas. That's pretty warm, but they are some cool pictures for Christmas in July. Really are. Right. In fact, Christmas in July. Tomorrow's the 26th. The Tuesday night live show. With Spangle and everybody. Like I said, Bob's still on special assignment, and I won't.
Well, don't forget, I'll be there live. And
Scott's going to be there too.
Bob.
That's going to be Bob. You're going to be Bob?
Yeah, I'm going to be Bob tomorrow. I can't wait. I guess I'll have to curl a little
bit more. Yeah, you will. And you're gonna have to put those cool little glasses on. You're going to have to change.
Get them a little lower
to those little ones.
Yeah.
I can't see with those things on. I gotta use these.
Well, I understand.
But tomorrow night is Santa Bruce. Santa Bruce is from Windsor, Ontario. He's a professor at the university there. A lot of people know him as Bruce Guerin or Katowicz, I believe is how you pronounce his last name there. But he'd be an incredible guest tomorrow night. He's done stuff. I mean, it's phenomenal.
He has a bio that is unbelievable. I mean, just multicultural religious influences from his childhood all the way up to, being a performer as far as musicals. He's going to be on, I think, Radio City Music Hall coming up. So, you want to tune in tomorrow night because he is going to be an amazing guest, and a wealth of information and experience in just the performing community, just in his performance experiences and things that he's written and taught through the years. So I'm really looking forward to meeting him and getting to visit with him tomorrow night with Spangle.
Yeah, it should be great. He's of course going to be teaching at Charles W. Howard. He's been a teacher up there for a while at Charles W. Howard School. In fact, he's going to be at the Red Suit Conclave coming up, teaching about how to keep your voice going. Bruce is, very multi-talented and really great to listen to. I had a thing once he talked about the history of Santa. From the 1700 and before. It was phenomenal. Wealth of knowledge. It's going to be great. You guys will have a great time. You and Spangle tomorrow night with Santa. Besides Santa Bruce. His looks good. He's got a gorgeous beard.
He's got a big heart too, from what I understand, and we're going to learn more about that big heart and his performance and his experience.
He really does. He just helps and cares a lot, and that's what the Santa community is all about. And Mrs. Claus, it really is. That is the bottom line.
I made a mistake, Randyl. It's not Radio City Music Hall. It's Carnegie Hall.
Carnegie Hall.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. Sometimes as we get older, our mind doesn't remember exactly. So
it's close. It was a hall, right? But
hall.
Aren't they both in New York? I'm not from that area.
They are both in New York.
So, isn't that the old saying? How do you get to Carnegie Hall? I guess you go to Radio Music City Hall first, then you get to Carnegie Hall.
Right. Yeah. Or just take the wrong cab.
Oh my goodness, that is so cool. So we've got some great things going on. Of course, we're going to do. I guess it's just commercial time right now to do a little commercial for ClausNet. Is that right, Angela?
Hey everyone, Elf Angela Mack here for Bob & Company Live. The show about nothing. Bob & Company Live is brought to you by Santa's Closet. Santa's Closet has been delivering unique, value-packed Santa and Mrs. Claus accessories since 2004. Santa's Closet's main goal is to provide both a superior customer experience with tremendous value for their customers. Santa's Closet brings more than 400 separate products to the Claus community at a reasonable price. Don't forget to check out their sister site, MrsClausJewels.com, where Mrs. Claus Janice is a leading supplier for Mrs. Claus, elves, and Santa jewelry, knickknacks, and accessories. Both Tom and Janice are passionate about exceeding your expectations, bringing you products of unparalleled quality and design. Visit their sites at santascloset.org and MrsClausJewels.com. This is Angela Mack reminding you to catch our show every Monday at 3 p.m. Central. Thanks for watching. Now let's get back to Bob & Company Live and today's Monday Santa's Closet Trivia.
Welcome back. Oh, great commercials. Good. I got that right. I was worried if I should have done that back the other way, but it is trivia time, brought to you by, of course, ClausNet and all them. Bob, you want to, don't say the answer, of course, but everybody listen to a fantastic question coming up here.
Well, there it is. What is the name of the round jelly donuts served at Hanukkah?
It's not a punchki. Wait a minute. That's for Fat Tuesday. That's right. And that's Polish.
So that is a very interesting question, and then probably I'll give you a piece of knowledge that most of the Santas don't know. But as you know, as Santa Rick in Atlanta is a Jewish Santa, and I'm a Jewish Santa, and I took on this role just kind of to fill you in a little bit because St. Nicholas was a gift giver. And I felt like this is my way to give back. So that's my my heart is there, and that's my big thing about being a Santa. So once again, the trivia question today is, what is the name of the round jelly donuts served at Hanukkah.
Wow, already got some answers coming in there. Well, of course, at the end of the show, we will let you know the answer at the end of the show. But also to remind everybody that if you've won already on a Monday within the last 30 days, you've got to wait. There's a 30-day waiting period. Thanks to Scott Parker. It was his rule or whole thing, but called the Scott Parker rule. We wait 30 days before you can win again to kind of keep it available for somebody else. Now, of course, we have 3 different sponsors. Monday night, of course, is ClausNet. We have Sleigh Driver and, of course, Spangle. So you can win 3 different times. So, but please, I got some things going on there. Yeah, that's good. Good.
Got some answers.
You got some answers.
And,
does spelling count, though, Santa Scott? Does spelling count?
Actually, there is a singular spelling and a plural spelling. So the first one that answers with either one of those, I think we should accept, because
cool.
That's a technicality. It's basically 2 letters that's different.
So it probably you can't eat just one anyway, right? So
that's the way I look.
Plural would be fine. Plural would be fine.
Like a potato chip. What is it? Pringles or Lay's? You can't eat just one. So anyhow, I'd like to just maybe throw this out there. I just saw where Scott Martin Kovic had said that they've got a couple spots open in the first Mrs. Claus class, August the 13th, 14th, and contact Costume Magic 780 at Gmail. So just to throw them a little, there you go. It's on the screen. But he chimed in, and best of luck to them with their first class.
Go, great. That's great to get that going. The Mrs. Clauses are just, they actually are. It's incredible what they're doing. Those Mrs. Clauses just, I'll say they rule. It's phenomenal how much they're learning and expanding and being able to do on their own. It's so much nicer than being that just sitting next to you or standing behind you and getting pictures. They just.
I have now got a Mrs. Claus I work with here in Oklahoma, and I started with her last year towards the end of the season, and she's been to 2 schools. She's been to Sat Bob's and went to School of Santas, for Spangle up in Branson. So, it's I never worked with a Mrs. Claus. I always worked with my wife, which was an elf, Sugar Plum Mary.
Oh, okay.
And she did the photography work with me, and then I have my 10-year-old son, which is Knit Ram the elf. So our whole operation is pretty much a family operation, and we have a ball doing it. And we all have had suits made and just enhancing the community with our joy and cheer and everything we can add to the season to make it merry.
Hey, Mel, how are you? That is exactly, Scott. That is our job. And it's hard to say it's our job because it doesn't feel like it. It is work, but that is what our responsibility is to make people jolly. Exactly what you said, and it's such a cool thing to do.
Yeah,
come on, we want, our job is to put a smile on somebody's face.
And that have the response of a child that came up and wasn't smiling necessarily when they came up and were a little bit reserved about coming to see you, but were excited before they got to you. And when they leave, it's like you regenerated that joy they had and excitement they were coming. So, I almost get teary-eyed a lot from just, the excitement when I think about how happy I've made a child during the season.
You just took and extended that belief. You extended that fantasy for those few, even if it's only one more season for a child. You extended that. It's such a great. I even get excited, like you made a comment. You get a tear. You get that little feeling. I get that feeling sometimes when I see an adult, like they come up there because they've got the world on their shoulders. They got bills. They got household. They got work. They got all this kind of stuff. And if you got that few moments that they can step back and they get that gleam in their eyes, that smile. They revert back. What a
it's
great.
Almost like sparkle comes back.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. It's. I'm thankful daily for to be able to do this. Because of that. what other job? I mean, sure, there's comedians out there. Their job is to make people laugh. Clowns are there out to make people laugh and giggle and all that kind of stuff. But Santa brings more than laughter, smiles. He brings joy and hope and love and everything else.
Absolutely.
It is.
And that's what we're all here for. And, I just feel honored to be a part of this here and be a part of the community that can take a country and a world that's in here like we are now and turn around and be able to give at least some kind of joy to the people as they suffer through the crap we're going through nationwide. The cost of milk's the same price as a gallon of gas. A gallon of milk's the same. Eggs are $3 a dozen plus, where they used to be 98 cents. Everybody's struggling. And it's our job to put that hope and joy back into people's lives. And I think that we're the hope for the country and the world right now. I think Randall's froze. Hello? Well, I guess Randall froze, so we'll see what's going on here. Well, while he's frozen, I guess I will talk a little bit about the up and coming guest shows that we've got coming up. We've got August the 2nd. What a month, of a great guest coming on Tuesday Night Live at 7 o'clock. But August the 2nd, Jim Enos with Reindeer Retreat from Maryville, Tennessee, Reindeer Owners and Breeders Association. That will be a great segment. We've got also on the 9th of August, Tim Conahan, the Hall of Fame 2011 in Santa for 53 years. So you won't want to miss him. Also on the 16th of August, we have Chuck Ellis, professional Santa and Cotton State Santa. He'll be full of energy and a lot of interesting facts. And on August the 23rd, Bill Dendy, the professional Santa Claus or Santa's Tailors. He's out of Dallas and makes an amazing suits and uses wool and cashmere wool. They're beautiful suits. And he'll be on to talk about his stuff. Anyhow, I don't know if Randall got logged off or if he dropped, but I'm sure he will be back shortly. So we'll go on and I'll talk a little bit about the Santa School in Branson. The school was amazing. It was 3 days, and next year it will be July 13th through 16th, and he's going to run a second week back to back from the 20th to the 23rd. The school will recap. What I want to do is recap some of the things that took place. Santa Nana University, oh my goodness, they were amazing. They put on one of the most amazing schools I've been to, and they're very organized and very complete with their education and instruction. Very, very much a school that if you get the opportunity to go to, you want to do that. Also, you had Larry Talbert that was there with Santa Magic. And he talked about insurance, the different types of insurance that will cover our suits when we're on a job or even if it's at home. So he was a wonderful speaker. The shows in the evening, oh my goodness gracious, they were amazing. And we had a ball. When you take 120 Santas and put them in a theater in Branson, Missouri, it's unbelievable the response that the actors on the stage and the entertainers they're amazed because we're so outgoing and so I guess flamboyant in our style because we're always happy. You don't see too many Santas hanging out frowning at a show. Everybody's having fun and talking. It's just one of those things. And it was just amazing. If you've never been to one of the School of Santas, I highly encourage you to take the time, register for it next year. It's on the Spangle site. the food, oh my goodness, there's nowhere you can for 300 and I don't know what is $85. Where can you go get 3 meals a day and the education and 2 shows? And also Elvis shows up the last day in the evening. And who did we have this year? I'm trying to think.
Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers. Thank you. You did know who it was. Let me tell you, Joan Rivers. Oh my goodness gracious! I actually thought she was still alive, but I kind of jumped down and I went through the upcoming guests, Randall. So you know.
Yeah,
where we're
sorry
at.
about that. All of a sudden, we lost all the power at my area up here in Michigan. I just is dead as a doornail. So I don't know what's going on. There's no storms, but lost it all. So we kind of play back on the phone here. Thanks to technology, we'll figure it out.
Okay. Would you like to mind going in and telling us a little bit what's coming up with the Red Suit Conclave?
Oh, everybody, again, on August 6th and 7th up in Saginaw, Michigan is the Red Suit Conclave, brought to you by MAPS, Michigan Association of Professional Santas. We've been talking about it for a few weeks. There's 11 different classes, anywhere from Bruce, again, teaching vocal, to Mrs. Claus teaching about marketing and the hard to answer questions and improv, and of course magic, and another class on a very unique Mrs. Claus. She really takes Mrs. Claus to really a totally different level. Of course, we're going to talk about the reason for the season, but it's over 11 classes, and it's that, I shouldn't say this thing on camera, but it's the F word, free. Yes, that's our favorite word, free. The classes are all free. Just have to register through MAPS. You got to pay for your hotel and, of course, your food. But of course, as always, and we talked before, the fellowship and everything the night before and the night in between is just incredible to learn from other Santas and Mrs. Clauses. So join us on the 6th and 7th of August, the first weekend of August, for the Red Suit Conclave up in Saginaw, Michigan. So it's all right. This is the 4th year we've been doing it. So all right.
Sounds like it'll be a ball and free. I like that. You couldn't ask for a better price deal.
Yeah, it's that great F word up there. We love it, but it's we've been very fortunate by so many people that have gotten together in Michigan that want to train, that we want to keep the education going. So
well, I think that the one thing I can put out there, Santa Randall, is that that new Santas, experienced Santas that have been doing it 50 years, Rex Ray, everywhere he goes, he learns something. If it's not from a younger Santa or another Santa, he always learns something, even if it's a meet and greet type thing where they have dinner. So if you're a Santa that's been doing this for 10, 15, 20 years and never been to a class, I highly encourage you as a young Santa to go at least one time. And if you go to that class and tell me you didn't learn anything at all, not one single thing. Now, when I say that, it might be a way to phrase something differently that you didn't think about. It might be something small, but you will learn something.
Correct.
I promise you that.
You will learn something.
Yeah. And I challenge everybody to go to a class if you've never been. You'll find out and you'll leave and you'll get hooked. And, during the year, I do a lot of scout stuff. And I kind of, when July gets here, I'm kind of like, oh my goodness, I got to start to get ready for Santa season. I go to my class at Spangles every year in July, and it rejuvenates me and pumps me up. And I'm ready for the holidays now. And I'm starting to book stuff and calling people and photographers. And hey guys, it's time. It's time to get geared up for the holidays. What'd you say, 103 days for the ones in the chairs?
Correct. 103 days for starting November 5th. It's 103 days. That's it. And exactly right, Joe. Even 30 years plus, you can always learn something. And it even like Santa Scott said, just to rejuvenate you, to get you that spark going again. Because sometimes you've been Santa for 30, 40 years. Oh, it's no big deal. The old hat, I'll get the coat out 2 days before Christmas, the holiday season. But to get that spark going, to get that excitement going, just to go to a class for that is an amazing thing to do.
Right. So is it time to reveal the trivia answer and our winner?
Time to reveal that answer. We had some answers on there, so I know
there were several of them, and our winner tonight. The answer is Sufganiya.
The question one more time is, of course,
What is the name of the round jelly donut served at Hanukkah?
very good. And the answer, of course, is, oh my goodness, this is crazy.
Sufganiya. I know it sounds funny, but AJ Bellis is our winner today.
Congratulations,
we'll
AJ.
be getting something from Santa's closet, I understand.
Fantastic. Oh, Santa's closet. He's got some goodies he gives out, and then he always sends a little package full of like dollar bills and ribbons and it just always, you always get this fun little gift package besides what the gift is for the day. I mean, when you place an order from him, because he's got such a great school. In fact, I just got another ring from him, another Santa ring, and he got a little package of goodies. Just phenomenal. Again, great to have a sponsor like that. Great to have a sponsor like that.
That's awesome. Is it time to maybe do the Santa shorts?
Yes, that is time to do Santa shorts. Hello, everybody. It's Santa Shorts time. Now, it's just a brief peek into the world of Santa and Mrs. Claus. What I want to talk about today is the thing, props or no props? That is the question. That is the question. Do we do props or do we not use props? Well, if you think about it, we use props all the time. We do. We are a prop. Our glasses are a prop. We talked earlier about, Bob's smaller glasses and big glasses. We as Santa or Mrs. Claus, our costume or our suit, I know costume might not be the right word, but our suit is a prop. But there's also different props for if you're doing live, if you're doing virtual. There's some things you just can't. My stage behind here, I'll kind of move the camera around a little bit, is my prop behind me when it comes to virtual. You can't, of course, bring that when you come along to live. But there's so many props that we use we don't even think of that can be used for multi-purposes. We all carry a key. And of course, explain to the children what the key does and everything else. I always carry a reindeer whistle. That's how I have a story about how I get my new fun toy, and it doesn't even seem like a prop. I can get it on my phone, right? Is my watch.
Wow.
There's 4 different things on there. One is a regular watch. So I tell the children let me know where I am at that time. Another one is like a compass. I tell them I always know how to get back to the North Pole. One has all these other, I think it's a barometer, but I tell the children that's how much magic is left. And of course, the other one is kind of an odd looking other clock. It has 10s, 20s, and 30s. I tell them that's North Pole time. So that is a prop with just being a watch. So we don't need to have big props with us. So props can be used for light-hearted things. I wish I didn't have to. Oh, this is a fun one. Like this, I love using a big mug, for virtual. Those are, I guess there shouldn't be coming out, but they're fake marshmallows. They're so good. So a prop can be just as basic as that. Be like you pretend you're drinking a hot cocoa and all that. But what we're going to start doing next couple of weeks, we are going to start a little segment here on Mondays also about what's in Santa's prop bag and show you a little routine about a prop, maybe where you can get it and approximately what cost might be. It can be very, very inexpensive. I'll show you a real quick one here. My Magical Dream box. It's a beautiful box. I think I bought it online. But the children get so excited when you open it up because it's got this glittery globe in it. And of course, I'll show you that when we do a show coming up. But it doesn't have to be a big prop. It, like I said, as little as a bell, of course. You all know you can tell the story of the bell. Those are all props. So we'll talk more about those as the weeks come on. But that's going to be called What's in Santa's Bag? What prop? But thank you very much again for a brief look, just a brief look. brief peek, I don't know if we can say that, into Santa and Mrs. Claus. But back to the show, everybody.
Well, that was great, great information and some great props you use. I'm amazed. I'm definitely going to have to pick your brain to find out where you got the watch. I'm definitely feel like that may be something I need to add to mine. You know, I have the magic key also that comes from Tim. I think I'm trying to think, who does it come from?
I think a lot of different, a lot of vendors have the key. You know, Spangle has them. Tim.
Well, it's the
Tom,
big key with the jewels in it that tells the story.
That's
Spangle, I think, has them too.
Right.
Randall, but some of the things that I use is I have a pair of boots from Spears.
Oh, okay.
And those are a prop because they got the character toes. And my story, for instance, is that's how the elves made them for me, because I don't sink in the snow going from my house to the workshop. So, you know, there's always a backstory. And that's the thing also. You've got to create a backstory for a prop, you know. So anyhow, the Santa shorts is very interesting. And I'm looking forward to what's in Santa's sack.
It should be fun. Like every week, we're just take a different prop and talk about it, and maybe even show you the routine, how to work through, and we'll go from there. It's going to be some fun. We'll have some fun on Mondays. It's going to make some changes. We're going to have a lot of fun when Bob gets off of that, a special assignment.
Well, you know,
Masters. He's saying Masters, Bob McMasters. I didn't know when he told me that, what he was talking about, Bond, James. I don't know what he was saying. But
well, you know, it's just Bob. You know, he just. Sometimes he likes to escape. Yeah. He likes to escape, and I'm really happy that I was able to come on and kind of sit in his place. He'll probably, when he gets back, he'll probably fire me. I won't ever be on again. But it's all right. I've had fun with you anyhow. So
glad you're here. Thank you for filling in for my loss of power there. Oh my goodness, I don't know why, but I'm sitting in the dark here. You know, so
well. I want to mention one other thing again that, I mentioned Spangle School and some of the things that took place. You know, he's expanding the School of Santas one more time to 2 weeks this next year, July the 13th through the 16th and the 20th through the 23rd. And I will tell you, the first class is starting to fill up already. I think last I heard, he already had 60 signed up, and we're only a week since the other school ended. That is how awesome these classes are and what a great value they are. I mean, and the key speaker this next year for 2023 is going to be Ed Taylor. So that's going to be the key instructor for this school. And Ed doesn't get off his channel much. He's going to be there in person. So that's going to be pretty awesome to be able to see Ed and interact with Ed and speak to Ed and kind of pick his brain in person. So I don't think anybody wants to miss it. So, let's go ahead and get signed up. Tanya will get you signed up in your reservations, or reach out to Spangle, and schoolofsantas.com. And we hope to see you there. I'll be there. Bob will be there. And I don't know, maybe Randall might even drop in. You never know, for a surprise.
Definitely. I'd love to. Yeah, it'd be a great one.
So, I'm just really looking forward to next year and being there 2 weeks, because
2 weeks.
2 weeks I'll be there. I will go in on Tuesday prior to it and stay through Monday of the second week. I've helped Spangle and jumped on board to do some of his audio visual stuff and the sound stuff. So it takes one more pressure, God bless Daisy May, and her passing, and Spangle the Santas and some of us have been, and his staff has stepped up. People don't realize the amount of people it takes to put on one of these schools for 120 Santas. It's massive. Jessica Rosa does a whole lot. There was Rachel, and he's got an assistant, Trish, and Hope running the kitchen and getting all the food. I mean, it's a complete operation that gives you an experience that you won't get anywhere else. It's great. And I thanks for your time of letting me speak and talk about the school. It's just awesome. And I can't praise Spangle enough for the efforts he's made and what he's doing for our community and to educate our Santas, new and old.
And that's and the fun you have to have. I mean, you definitely have, not have to, you definitely have there is worth the price of the ticket alone. I mean, it really is.
Spangle says he's got a saying, and I can't remember. It's where fun meets education, something like that, and you get both. And the education is not just sitting in class going, okay, yeah, okay. No, it's not that at all. The classes are fun. There, you laugh, you sing some, you joke. And the reindeer gal out of St. Louis is not St. Louis, but out of Kansas City is amazing. And her knowledge, she should have been a comedian. She was so funny and really educated as well. And, and for a mere $359, he's not even going up this year. But for $359, you get all of that.
Yeah.
It's a bargain. I mean, where can you go on a mini vacation with your family?
Yeah.
For $359,
food.
get educated and food for 4 days.
Yeah, you can't. So it is worth every penny and more. So plan on it. Take some of that holiday money, and have some fun next year. Get it set up as soon as you can.
Well, Miranda Ritter's the gal with the reindeer out, and oh my goodness, she is so funny. And she'll be back next year, so you don't want to miss that. Yeah. And if you don't have a lot of knowledge about reindeer, you will learn a lot. She brings antlers in, something folks may not know. And the Santas, do you realize how my reindeer stay in the air so well? Their hair follicles are hollow. And they don't have as much weight to have to carry because they're hollow. Well, that's my story anyhow.
A lot of people didn't know that the clippity clop on the roof is actually their hoofs. They actually do make the noise. It's not just part of the story. They do make, a lot of people don't even know that. They just think it's part of the story. They actually, the hoofs actually make that click click noise.
Well, actually, Randall, it's, from my understanding, it's what it is that clicking noise in an adult reindeer is in their knees.
Oh, okay, their knees. I thought it was their hoofs.
And that's my understanding from the education that I got, but I could be wrong. However, that clicking in their knees, that's how they locate each other and find each other in a snowstorm in the wild.
Wow.
It's just amazing. But all these little things and facts about the reindeer even help with your backstories. Their ligaments is
ligaments.
What you said. Yeah.
Okay, so, great, Joe.
Thank you for the help, Joe.
Yeah, cool.
But it's just that it's really amazing what we learn at school. Please go to school. I just beg you, please go to school, everybody, and have and enjoy the camaraderie that's between all the Santas, and you'll meet people all over the country that you never would have met otherwise if you didn't go to a school. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Good. Well, I guess it's just about that time. We're going to have to wrap it up, I guess. I don't know if we had any questions or any concerns. I don't know if Angela saw any of those there for questions to answer to anything, but we got the winner for the trivia. And I know you went over the guests coming up, some fantastic guests coming up for August. Phenomenal. Be a lot great information. And of course, tomorrow night, don't forget Tuesday Night Live. A great thing, Santa Bruce. And of course, next Monday, back here, Monday afternoon with Bob and me. And of course, Angela back there. So from all of us, from me, thank you very much, Scott, for filling in. Of course, thank you for filling in for me when I popped off there for a little bit. Thank you very much. And everybody, from me, please stay safe, stay magical, have a wonderful week.
And stay jolly.
Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you so much.